Smokes are going over here for FaZe. Karrigan going to be the first man out. Dennis actually on the balcony now and actually going to see the mid split come through. They've boosted up into window. FaZe are going to be all over this A-bomb site. Niko, absolutely ridiculous start to this map. That's exactly what you want to see.
Oh, most definitely. It is just going to be Lekro left up in the 1v4 now, wrapping in through CT spawn. And for young Lekro, that bomb has now gone down, and he's going to be on the clock here. Does manage to retrieve the kit, so he's got a bit more time to work with. Time's the least of his worries, though. 20 or so seconds left to do it in. NIP hot on their heels.
Rain does have a smoke as well, but he's already been taken down. That CD spawn is now open. Rez comes in with one. Olaf with the trade, but he's going to get pincer from Connector. Lekro's found that gun off the body of Karrigan, and Niko's been spotted. Takes down Get Right, and he's got to find a 1-on-3 clutch here to convert that second round. Dink is through. Niko's trying to tap away, and they line up. Damage! Niko's done it all. So good from Niko. He's continuing his performance from that previous map as well, Harry.
Look at him go. Niko is doing absolutely everything right now. I mean, once again, Niko saving the day, bailing FaZe out of this. They line up for him. They almost managed to find him, and ultimately, not meant to be, but at least the buy is on the horizon for NIP. It's open right now. They do still have the smoke on Karrigan if they change their mind, but the others starting to dissipate, and now the pressure falls onto Olaf, and he's going to find a double of his own. Lekro trying to do what he can. Down within the depths at CT, that nade doesn't find the damage he was hoping it would. Bomb now goes down, and it's Lekro on the clock in a 1v2. Plenty of time for GuardiaN and Olaf to duck away and get into these afterplant positions. And that's going to be his biggest issue right now. He does have a smoke, but there's no kit up on Lekro. Might be one for him to try and grab as he starts to meander in towards this bomb site. Smoke goes down on the bomb to try and bait the peak on out from GuardiaN, and GuardiaN's going to find the shots. So FaZe straight back in with a third. It's going to be the real problem here. As you pointed out, Hugo, they don't have the smoke to nullify him. They're going to start to creep on in. Get right. Oh. He's asleep at the wheel, and he's going to get domed by Niko. Now all the pressure does fall onto Dennis with this AWP. Won't be able to spot anything as they do get that bomb down. Rain continues his reign of terror as he picks off Lekro. Double AWP between Forest and Dennis, and they're going to have to save. This is a very, very clean-cut round. Uh-oh. Oh. GuardiaN even going to go ahead and shut down one of these two AWPs as they do try to hold on to them. And FaZe straight back in with a fourth. GuardiaN gets the free upgrade there onto the big green gun. And I mean, for Forest, even if he manages to stay alive, but he's not going to. So even if he did, there wouldn't have been money for an IP in this round.
It should make matters even worse for Nip. Ooh.
Okay, these pistols are actually starting to get back into the swing of things for NIP. Now they've gone ahead and retrieved that weapon. Dennis will get beheaded by Rain, but there's still a chance here for the Swedes. Forest creeping on in from Connector. Now going to be on the Krieg. GuardiaN takes the peak and is able to win that fight. Now leaves Lekro.
The bomb solo there for FaZe. If Rez goes any more aggressive, he gets a bomb under his control. FaZe already through the Connector. They're already in the back lines, and Getway's not ready for that one. Olaf with a double opener, and just like that, the A site crumbling under the hands of NIP.
Yeah, GuardiaN even trying to hunt down these saving players now. They do manage to pick him up at the very least, so they might be able to hold on to these rifles, but for NIP, the blistering pace there of FaZe catches them completely off guard. They're running that double setup down towards CT. Or sorry, down towards ramp, but both of those players get dropped. Then the man over in CT gets bested as well. They have no clue that that pace was coming on in.
It's just Forest. We have this double boost up on the A site here from NIP. Quite an interesting way to approach an eco. Problem is, Olaf and Rain are coming out of the palace. They have the high ground. 2 kills from Olaf. A site opened up for FaZe and NIP. Oh, they may have a chance after all. Forest finds 2, but just like that, it's clamped back in the hands of FaZe Clan.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, Niko should find this. Instead, it's Karrigan to try.
Can take it. We could even be seeing that 10-7 start. But we know FaZe like to force on their CT second rounds after losing pistol.
Well, this is the fast play in towards B. Already Karrigan. He's managed to find the double. Lekro does come in with the trade. They walk down into Olaf. GuardiaN now in with one more. And in the blink of an eye, it's only Rez left up. Now, he was the utility man. He's a little bit behind the rest of the crew. And the bomb has gone down inside of that B bomb site. So Rez He's forced to commit to this, and so many angles to keep an eye on. He's just being chipped down low. It's death by 1,000 cuts for Rez.
Up at the moment, Niko looks like he wants to push on through, and there it is. Bomb dropped. Full round control now for FaZe. They can afford to rotate players off, and running into mid to their death are going to be the Ninjas.
Yeah, just Forest in a 1v5. This isn't happening. And GuardiaN, you know, as well.
Just trying to bait them in for Olof. They won't check the corner. He's flashed out, but as it wears off, Olof fights down. 2 kills from him, and NIP now got to fight it back with a heavy disadvantage.
Especially as GuardiaN's come in from this rotation already. There's so many players here. FaZe just swarming over the bomb site. Lekro, the only man left up, and he has found 2. Oh, make that 3, as he's doing that much more damage. NIP, this round's looking so much more possible now, but it's this late flank from Niko. Could catch them off guard. karrigan going to give up that B bomb site. Lekro running back, has to be aware, and he actually has found Niko now, so it's into the 1v1, Hugo. 3 HP on him, and karrigan's going to try and catch him off guard. Oh my goodness, but finally he's able to pick it up, and now karrigan, he's been forced off the angle. He does have one of these rifles, and he's got to make a stand. He has to buy time, because these rotations, they're a long way out. karrigan going to get bested, but Niko's here with the deagle. And we've seen our fair share of Niko deagle highlights. Still very much a threat for NIP in this round, even as that bomb now does go down. Keep your eye on Rain as well up in the apartments. Olof going to get boosted to try and spot something out. Over here towards short, and he's yet to find anything. Rain has at least cleared out the apartment, so they know that everyone for NIP is inside of this bomb site. There's Niko back on the deeg, and now in the blink of an eye, it all falls onto Forest. He's completely surrounded. He's got to try and make a stand, and Forest, so many crosshairs looking at him. Rain's going to pick it up. FaZe going to be on that defuse. And
been given the site for now. GuardiaN holding off. Rain's going to be trying to do damage from the spawn, and he's done exactly that. Niko picking up first blood. Rain overwhelmed, but just as he goes down, GuardiaN finds 2, and that bomb plant. Ooh. Nice work from Niko there. He does deny that bomb plant temporarily, and that's kind of what NIP wanted. They did get the enough kills to really justify a buy anyway. As I say that, Niko gets aggressive, trying to force a fight, does exactly that to Rez. Double man advantage here for FaZe, and this is falling apart for NIP.
Get right, trying to sneak on in, instantly traded by Olof. Then there's GuardiaN shutting down the Titan atop this NIP roster. That's Lekro falling down in connector. Blink of an eye, it's just Dennis left up. And he's got it all to do. Bomb on his back, and Ego's running into the other Swede. That will be FaZe. And now they're just setting up for the A play. Rain's holding close. We need to see an absolutely monstrous performance from him. They're back to back. They're touching one another. Get right, going to be allowed to pick it up. Continues to charge on into this bomb site. But GuardiaN holds his own as he finds a double, forced out in the open by that Molotov. Niko's here to bail him out, and it is just Lekro left in a 1v4. FaZe Clan, they're straight back into this one, Hugo. They're straight back in with a 14th round.
That didn't work out in the previous. Luckily enough, FaZe, they've adjusted this setup. They've thrown that orb down on the B site instead for Olof. Niko gonna watch the underpass, and they're not ready for it. Niko gets himself 1. That might be the bomb. He can cut off this round, and Niko's done it alone. The bomb in underpass, NIP be trying to split this A bomb site, but even if they get control of it, they haven't got the package.
They certainly haven't. Raid even going to be allowed to pick up Get Right. It is just Forest and Lekro. And Forest trying to make the big play. It is all on Lekro. 1v5 is far too much to ask, that fact. But now, Hugo, they've stuck everything they can into this round. It's just the force buy. It's the play in towards this B bomb site. karrigan and Olof both here to try and hold it back.
Yeah, the Molly's already slowed things down. NIP setting up the utility. We've got karrigan here with the Org at the back of the site, and he's just raining in damage. Get right, going to be dropped. The flick from Olofmeister not connected, but it doesn't need to when karrigan's on a tear. That bomb will finally make its way out of the apartments, but it's been dropped off the back of a Swedish player. 3-on-4 here for NIP, and FaZe Clan are already setting up for the retake. The bomb may be down for short, but there are 2 players looking to retake from that position. Lekro needs to get this kill, or this round is falling apart.
Olof's found him, and now just Rez and Forest standing up for NIP. They've got it all to do, and Forest left in the 1v4. It's not happening. GuardiaN cemented this round, and that will be FaZe